Voters will decide which party controls the House and the Senate in Tuesday's midterm election. And our political editor, Mark Maxwell, is here with a preview of that highly anticipated fight for control of the Senate. Mark?
Mike, the latest polls show both Illinois and Missouri are unlikely to flip in that fight for the Senate. So when the second most powerful U.S. senator came to town earlier today, we asked Dick Durbin if he thinks Democrats can defend that razor-thin majority.
I'm not going to assume the worst. I prefer to be an optimist and assume the best. I will tell you, though, that historically off-year elections are not kind to the president's party.
Senate Majority Whip Dick Durbin visited East St. Louis Thursday morning, hopeful Democrats can defend key turf against a Biden backlash.
What are the states you can pick up?
Well, there are a number of them. Pennsylvania is the first. I was just out in Pennsylvania last week with John Fetterman. I think he's got a good chance.
But polling shows momentum could be building on the Republican side, with Dr. Oz narrowly passing John Fetterman in an average of polls in Pennsylvania. If John Fetterman can stave off that resurgent Dr. Oz and flip that seat from red to blue, and if Democrat astronaut Mark Kelly can hold ground in Arizona, beating Republican Blake Masters, polls still show that Republicans would lead in races like Nevada, that's a blue seat right now, flipping to red, Wisconsin, keeping that seat red, and Herschel Walker neck and neck or barely leading Senator Raphael Warnock in Georgia. That right there would give Republicans control of the Senate. Polls show they could lead the House as well, which might raise questions about the lackluster spending we've seen from national Democrats backing Trudy Busch Valentine.
Have Democrats just surrendered Missouri?
I don't know. Missouri's a tough state. It always has been.
Durbin said the party funneled the bulk of its money into races where they saw the most upside.
We had limited funds and tried to prioritize the races that were the most likely to win.
And he defended President Biden from shouldering all the blame for rising inflation.
And when the oil companies are making record profits, while we're seeing these terrible impacts on families, it's unacceptable.
Durbin echoing the president's calls that democracy itself faces danger left in the wrong hands.
Election deniers have no place in the future of America. And the bottom line is this next election on Tuesday, November 8th, really is going to chart the future on basic freedoms for America and opportunities for American families.
So which states will attract that presidential prestige down the stretch? President Biden and Vice President Harris are headed to Illinois this weekend, and former Presidents Obama and Trump will swing through that critical swing state of Pennsylvania.
Thank you.